You know that split second after the first use when your heart drops and you just know how this is going to end? Yeah, let's talk about those. Hey, it's ECAT. Think electronic cat. Yeah, welcome to my edit by ECAT. Let's jump straight into the products. I have 5 in total. They're an interesting bunch. The first product is quite famous. I can almost guarantee you saw it on social media. In fact, I'm not going to deny it. I was influenced. I was just lucky to get the mini version instead of the full product. And boy, oh boy, am I glad that I only have to deal with 50 grams of it. I was super excited to open it. I thought to myself, I get to finally try it. All the hype, all the praises. I was convinced I was going to love it, like always. And don't get me wrong, the product is fine. All the anticipation and the experience was a letdown. I'm talking about the famous Arencia Fresh Green Cleanser. The original one, before they started releasing the black, the white, the blue, whatever other color that they have. The original green colored Mochi cleanser. I'm not gonna lie, I was looking forward to experiencing it because I like a good foam. I really do. So I thought, you know what? This is not gonna be a drawback for me that it just foams up so much. I love a good foam, and the more the better. Other people mentioned it that it's a drawback, not for me. Okay, I can control how much I scoop out, but the actual foam they produces is effortless, which I love. But it's not the foam. The foam was not the disappointment. The disappointment comes from the fact that even though it's far from expiration date, it's already brown. Yes, all the complaints that people had of it changing color after opening, I didn't even get to see the green color. I literally just opened it and it was already brown. That was such a major letdown because I didn't even get to see the fresh part brown from the first scoop. It looks disgusting. Yeah. You know the way the apple oxidizes, that type of brown? You kind of think, oh yeah, I can still use it, but the experience just evaporated. I didn't even get to experience it the proper way. Imagine it happens with a large full-size product, which I'm sure it happened to many, where you have to go through a massive jar of this one while it's brown. I'm sure the product is fine, and in fact, it's really nice. I only scooped out a little bit and it produced the most luxurious foam. I could feel grainy bits in it, but I don't think it's going to bother me that much. It's the color. I was ready for the joy to experience the color, the fresh green color. I don't know. It kind of turns me off now, all the Arencia cleansers, because God knows what's going to happen there. I was really, really looking forward to using this. And now I'm kind of thinking I'm going to try and use it in the shower as quickly as possible so I don't have to look at it. That's probably the best example I have of opening a product and my heart just dropping to the floor. The disappointment that washed over me. I was so upset. In my head, I was thinking that I was going to love this. I'm going to finish the small jar and then I have the reason to get the big one because there's a lot of people raving about this, not me. So after Arencia, we have another brand which is quite famous. And it is a story of me blindly trusting a brand. Never in a million years it would have crossed my mind that I need to check for essential oils from this brand. They are just so sensitive skin friendly that I bought this product and I didn't check the ingredients list. Not thoroughly. I might have missed it, in fact. It's one ingredient. I've just done my microneedling at home. I put my toured on hyaluronic acid, and I reached for this Ceramide moisturizer. You can imagine me squeezing a little bit onto my fingertips, swirling it around and thinking, this is nice and creamy. I can't wait to put it on my face. And as you bring your hands to your face, I catch a whiff of something. And I was like, hang on a second. I'm pretty sure there shouldn't be any fragrance in this moisturizer. So I give it another sniff. And then I start doubting myself. Surely not. But then it dawns on me that I should probably check, because I've just damaged my barrier intentionally. And I probably wouldn't want to put a moisturizer that I'm not sure of. So I wipe my hands, I go find my phone, and voila, it has bergamot oil. I got so lucky that I've checked. The product I'm talking about is the COSRX Comfort Ceramide Cream. Look at this thing. It looks clinical, pharmaceutical, dermatologist approved, right? Just from the packaging. It gives you the feels of, hey, look at me. I am sensitive skin friendly. I have nothing inside that will be in any way harmful to you. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against essential oils. I do use products with essential oils in them, unless they're overpowering or unless I'm allergic to them. So I'm allergic to limonene on my neck, and bergamot oil has limonene compounds. So better be safe than sorry. And I was glad that I checked, because you wouldn't want to wake up the next day with the itchy neck and then suffer for weeks until the whole inflammation goes down. Other than that, the cream is nice. It's nice. Does it beat my favorite? Absolutely not. I still think Iliune is for the win. But this one is nice, if you don't mind the bergamot oil. I've been trying to use this up like crazy as my hand cream, because I look at it and I just feel sad. I feel sad that I've trusted COSRX so much that it didn't even occur to me that I might find an essential oil in a ceramide moisturizer. Just one, nothing else. If it wasn't there, it would have been great. Oh well, you live and you learn, right? Speaking of essential oils, there is one product that I think shouldn't have any. I don't see the point. I mean, it's perfectly acceptable to have essential oils or fragrance in eye cream. That's fine. Make it smell nice? Sure, why not? But the next product has rosemary essential oil in an eye cream. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It feels to me more like a acne spot treatment rather than an eye cream experience. Why would I want to have my under eyes smelling like rosemary? It's just the two don't go together in my head. I'm trying to go past it, but I can't. It's just so fragrant and it smells to me like acne treatments. And this is quite a well-known eye cream as well. It's from Celimax and it's their Noni eye cream. It's actually quite nice. It's this thicker, creamier formula that I would put almost like a sleep mask around my eyes if it wasn't for the rosemary essential oil. They have the rosemary essential oil in the ampoule that I've tried. It's fine. It doesn't bother me too much, but an eye cream, I really don't think it should be there. I really don't. Again, I was looking forward to trying this and now I am trying to just race through it. It's going on my face, all over my face. I'm like, I need to finish you super quick because every time I look at it, I'm like, why? Why do you have to have rosemary essential oil? I would like to have no scent from my under eyes. Thank you. Are you still with me? Give me a like. Now, the next one was on my wanted list for ages. And I only got around to trying this recently. Because I had it on my list for so long, I just added it to my cart and didn't really think much about it. What could go wrong, right? Then it arrived. I'm like super excited to try it. Supposed to have a unique gel formula. That's all I remember about it. And that it's got ginseng. When I first opened it, I thought it must be a bad batch. It must be. I think the sunscreen's gone off. Apparently not. And I'm talking about the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Moist Sun Serum SPF 50+, PA 4+. Now, this is a very unique formula, I feel. It's supposed to be quite light, suitable for more oilier skin, perfect for the summer because it shouldn't make you overly glossy, and it should be this light layer sunscreen. When I opened it, this interesting texture came out. It was quite lumpy, oily and lumpy. On top of that, the smell. It's a very unique scent. It's horrendous. It's really horrendous. I thought it's absolutely disgusting. So you can imagine my immediate thought was, this is bad. This is really bad. So I rubbed it on top of my hand and I was like, I'm not putting this on my face. No way. Until I actually went and read up about the sunscreen. Apparently it's supposed to be like that. Apparently it's the formula. It has these kind of tiny capsules. This is the lumpy texture that I've seen. And the gel is quite glossy. So it kind of looks oily. It makes you think if you put it on, it will leave that oily layer behind. And don't get me wrong, I did put it on my face. And I think it's an excellent sunscreen. It wasn't overly shiny and it fit my skin quite well. It's just, I had to really, really force myself to get to that point and actually apply it, because the experience was just forcing me to gag. I know it sounds dramatic, but tell me if anyone agrees, because you couldn't enjoy the sunscreen until you got past the texture and the scent. And if that was taking so much out of me, I'd rather not go there. I do envy you if you can use this, because I think the finish is great. I can see it being a nice lightweight sunscreen for people who don't find the texture lumpy or the scent offensive. Here comes our last product. This is a recent release, and all I heard about it was, wow, the innovation. This is what we want to see from K-Beauty. The technology, no one else is doing it. Of course, I was like, yep, I have to have it. And on top of that, it is an acne treatment. So I am well interested in new and innovative acne treatments. Who is not looking for the next best thing to treat acne? So I had no doubt, no hesitation. Into my cart it went, and then it arrived. I got so excited. I was thinking, yes, I'm gonna use it straight away. This is gonna be epic. My only gripe with it is that it didn't really have much instructions in English. I wasn't really sure, do I put it on first? Do I put it on as the last step of my skincare routine? You probably guessed which one I'm talking about. It's the new VT Garlic AC Reedle Shot Spot Cream. Yeah. I read some of the reviews online and people were saying it's not a super fast acting, but it will get you there. So I kind of expected it to be also an aid to help penetrate some of the other stuff as well. I decided to put it as a last step on my skincare routine. It was fine, as you would expect from a Reedle shot. It has that tiny prickly sensation. It wasn't overly painful or anything. Tiny prickles, just loads of tiny prickles. I thought to myself, fine, nothing out of the ordinary until the next day. So the next day, what I observed is this patch of red, almost like scaly skin where I applied the product. Like a patch of eczema. It wasn't overly uncomfortable, but you can see it was rough to the touch and it was inflamed. Now, I'm obviously quite scared to use it again. It's not the experience I want to have. It took a few days for it to go away. It wasn't painful, it was uncomfortable. I assume I had some sort of reaction to it. Now, I'm not sure whether it is because I've applied it on top of other skincare, whether I should put it on first, or I just have an aversion to garlic maybe, or something else. So I'm contemplating whether I should do another mini experiment and put it on another spot and see whether I have the same reaction, or do I just give up? Because in theory, I love the product. There's so much good positive feedback about it that I kind of feel like it's a shame to just give up on it. I don't know. What do you think? Should I make sure that this is a complete no-go, or should I just not risk it? Maybe I should just cut my losses now and move on and not experiment with this one in particular. Which is interesting because I did review the Skin 1004 Retinol Spicule Serum and I was absolutely fine. So I don't think it's the spicules. It might be just some unique ingredients in this cream. So yeah, I'm torn. I'm torn because I was really excited about some innovation in acne care. Do you have any recent disappointments from the first use? It rarely happens that I have so many. K-Beauty is pretty easygoing. No matter what I open, I usually can use it up in one way or another, which some of these I will, while others, I kind of refuse to sacrifice the experience just to finish the product. So it is important that I don't suck all the joy out of my skincare routine. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, if you love skincare that feels fun, with lots of steps and zero regrets, then hit subscribe and come back and hang out with me again. But don't go just yet. If you still got some time, I hope you stay and watch this next video. I'll see you again soon.